Hari Om everyone, my name is Kankana. Thank you for watching Yoga with Kankana. Today we're going to learn how to do some seated dynamic practices. You can use these practices to do a warm-up just before you start your main yoga practice. So let's get started and learn how to do them. Sit up tall on your mat. Keep your back straight and stretch your legs out. Make sure your spine is tall and straight and keep your chin parallel to the ground. Now from there, make a fist with both your hands. Now as you exhale, move forward and inhale, come back. Exhale to the front and inhale back. Exhale to the front and inhale back. We call this rowing the boat because the movement is exactly like when you row a boat. Make sure that you're moving your torso backwards whenever you go back, as if you're leaning onto something. Continue this for some time. Remember to synchronize your breath. Exhale every time you go to the front and inhale every time you come back. When you're done this for about 7 to 10 times, reverse. Now exhale up and inhale, come down. Continue doing this again for a few more times. Remember to synchronize your breath. Inhale, come down and exhale up. A few more times. Remember, you're moving from your lower back and your spine almost remains straight. You're moving your torso back every time you're going back. This helps you to work on your core, helps you to get a strong core muscle, and you can feel that burn on your abdomen. So this was rowing the boat. Let's go for the next practice. In the next practice, here we're going to go ahead, stretch our legs out. We call this Chakki Chalana. Now, you're going to make a fist of your hands, fingers together. Now exhale, move to your right side, making a big circle coming back and making a circle again. Make a circle clockwise. Again, please observe that you have to move back and make sure that your elbows are straight. You're not bending your elbows, just taking your torso backwards. Again, you're moving on from your lower back. Once you've done about 5 to 7 times clockwise, go ahead and do the same thing the opposite direction. Exhale every time you move to the front and inhale every time you come back. This is called Chakki Chalana practice. Again, an excellent practice to work on your core muscles. You can also feel the stretch on your hamstrings. And that was Chakki Chalana. Let's move on to the next one. Now this one is touching your toes with your opposite hands. Go ahead. Again, a dynamic movement. Every time you exhale, touch your opposite toes. Inhale, center. And every time you're twisting and touching your toes, remember to look back. Go ahead, do that for a few more times. Exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. Continue doing. This works on the sides. It gives you a nice twisting effect. And let's go for roti making, placing both your palms at the center. Now keep your chin parallel to the ground and try to get your chin to touch the mat. Exhale down and inhale back. So every time you exhale, you go to the front and inhale, come back. Remember, synchronizing your breath along with the movement. That way, all the practices, you're going to get the maximum benefit. Go ahead and do this for a few more rounds. Every time you move forward, you can feel a deep stretch on your inner thighs. Now placing your hands on your thighs, bring your palms down to your feet and slowly lean forward, trying to touch your chest and your chin to the mat. Feel that nice stretch. Hold it for a few seconds and slowly come back up. And that was roti making. Let's go for the next one. This one, you just have to keep your knees bent. This is a nice twisting effect. Place your palms at your back. Now as you exhale, take both your knees to the right side and turn your head to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, both your knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. A very simple practice, but gives you a nice twisting effect on your waist. You can feel that nice twist on your entire back. You can feel that mobility, the movement on your hip joints. An excellent practice in case you have any kind of backache. Continue doing this for a few rounds. A very relaxing practice. And hold it on one side in the last round. Come back to the center, twist to the opposite side and hold it for a few seconds. Relax yourself in this posture. Come back to the middle. Okay, now we're going to go for the last warm-up. So this one includes a twisting and a bending forward as well. Keeping your knees straight bent. Place your palms at the heart center. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. Bend both your knees. Twist to the right. Look forward. Come back to the center. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, up. Bend your knees again. Twist to the opposite side. Now come back to the center. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, twist. Again, an excellent practice for hip mobility. You can check how comfortable you feel during this practice, twisting to both the sides. A nice good stretch and a twist to your hips, to your waist. A nice stretch to your hamstrings. Continue doing it on both the sides for a few times. Once again, exhale as you go down. Inhale, up. Bend, twist, turn. Come back to the center. Bend. Again, come up. Bend your knees. Twist to the opposite side. This time holding it for a few seconds. Keep looking forward. A few breaths. Come back to the center. Stretch your legs out. Exhale down. Inhale up. Bend your knees. Twist to the opposite side. Hold it for a few breaths. Keep breathing. Observe how you feel. Come back to the center and release your posture. So these were a few practices, seated dynamic practices that you can do just before you start the main practice. Do let me know how you liked it. Hari Om.